And I miss my husband. I don't want just any husband. I want my husband.
And I wanted to call my husband and cry to him.
I am no longer married, but after a few short months of being married, I immediately realized that I had made a mistake.
Like, did you not see me just look right at you? Like, that.
Like, oh yeah, once you hit the wall, men won't approach you. Swear? Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Masculine Tao, where we speak truth about leadership, love, and modern dating. No games, just growth.
I hate when I think a man's good looking and then I look at him and then he doesn't approach me. Like, did you not see me just look right at you? Like, that was your sign. Like, that was me shooting my shot. Like, I looked right at you. Like, I looked away pretty quickly. Like, it was kind of one of these, you know? But, like, that was your sign.
Men don't move on hints anymore because hints get men labeled as creepy. If you want confidence, show confidence. Don't expect leadership while staying silent.
It's crazy how people will try to scare women and they'll be like, yeah, well, once you're in your 30s, men won't find you attractive anymore. Promise? Promise?
Damn, men are not after leftovers. No assurance for that.
Like, oh yeah, once you hit the wall, men won't approach you. Swear? Oh my gosh. I wish that was true. However, it's not. But I also want to say, like, whenever people try to scare women, like, oh, you're going to end up alone, or no one's going to find you attractive. That is not scary. I just want to first and foremost say, women have a life outside of men thinking they're attractive. And as a woman, it is very important to have a life out of getting men's attention for your beauty. That is a very empty pursuit, and that validation will do nothing for you. And I've noticed this by being someone who posts on social media. Sometimes a guy will try to like insult my appearance, and I'm like, ooh, okay. Oh no, a man doesn't think I'm attractive. Oh no.
Attraction isn't fear, it's consequence. When attention leaves, reality speaks.
I regret every single day of my life, the last 6 years, giving my ex 50-50 custody of our children. I've stayed away from sharing about my divorce because I don't want you guys to think it's my entire personality.
Men don't commit to faces, they commit to peace, respect, and discipline. It is better you stop dreaming.
And a husband. I miss my family. I miss having a husband.
Every dog has his day. Do you feel it, bitch?
And I miss my husband. I don't want just any husband. I want my husband. Mine. Miss mine. I miss mine. Mine. I don't know why. I'm really stuck. No, you guys are sick of this. You guys are so sick of this. I don't blame you. I don't know how to replace my husband. I don't know how. I'm lonely. I'm sad. I miss my family.
You don't miss any man. You miss structure, purpose, and stability. A husband isn't replaced by tears. He's replaced by growth, strength, and standards.
Just fell in the parking lot of Walmart. And I went to grab my phone in that moment that I was hurting. And I wanted to call my husband and cry to him and have him comfort me like y'all was had after 25 years. The first thing I wanted to do was call him. And then I realized that he's not mine to call anymore. And how alone I really am. And it sucks. It really sucks. And I haven't been able to stop crying since. And I'm fine. But it sucks so bad.
Loneliness is real, but weakness can't be your home. Grieve, yes, but rebuild your strength, because the next chapter needs a stronger you, not a broken one.
So in November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent, and I gave up my kids. I was just tired of being responsible and caring for them.
Then just sit back and enjoy your burger.
I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life, and I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle. And I didn't have anything to worry about because the other parent is a very responsible parent. But now I'm here because now I'm in child support, and to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November, and I couldn't claim them on my taxes because the other parent had already claimed them.
Child support isn't punishment, it's accountability. You can't abandon duty and still demand rewards.
After 10 years together, my husband and I have decided to separate. Let's talk about it. We were trying to figure things out. Didn't really know where we were going or what we were doing. We have been together for 10 years. Married for 6.
For the previous 10 years, you married for sex, not bond and growing together. It is better he left a old gold digger.
And we just hit a point when both of us, it just seems like no matter what we did, we were just so unhappy. I could see it, I could feel it more and more. From both of us, we kept trying so hard to be happy, but we just couldn't get there. And instead of continuing to try to force it, it just seemed better, healthier for us if we just went ahead and called it quits. I don't want him to be unhappy, and I know he doesn't want me to be unhappy. It wasn't like we don't love each other and we'd care less how the other felt. It's just, we just both didn't know how to help each other. It seemed like no matter what we did, wasn't seen, wasn't heard, wasn't acknowledged, so why try? I recently started going through perimenopause, and I have been in a very deep depression, not really knowing what was going on. I don't know if this is what he's going through, but it's just my opinion.
Depression and hormones don't end marriages. Lack of leadership and direction does. Walking away feels peaceful now, but growth only comes when someone stands firm and leads.
I am no longer married, but after a few short months of being married, I immediately realized that I had made a mistake.
You thought marriage was a bedroom of roses. Damn.
It was a hard position to be in because I did not get married until I was 38 years old. Growing up, I always assumed that marriage and children would come naturally and easily, but they didn't. My mother married at 21 and had me at 25. I assumed my story would be similar. After many failed relationships, I met a man that I thought met the most important criteria, which was that he was also looking for a committed relationship that would lead to marriage. He swept me off my feet, wined and dined me very early on. At the time, I felt that things were moving quickly, but he said all the right things, and eventually things slowed enough for me to feel more comfortable. I now understand that what I experienced is called love bombing. I honestly thought I had met the perfect man for me. After getting married, we moved into my apartment under the guise of saving up and paying off debts before getting something bigger. However, within a few short months, the verbal abuse started. If I came home and sat down, he would ask me why I was sitting down and ask if there wasn't any work to be done around the house. He would then go on to compare me to his mother and say she always busied herself doing something. Then it was the fact that he thought I didn't wake up early enough. We did not live far from my job, and before I married him, my alarm was always set for 6 a.m. When he moved in, he complained that it was too late and that I should be up by 4 a.m. He then went on to convince me to sell my car so that we would only have one vehicle.
This wasn't love bombing. This was poor judgment dressed up as romance. You ignored red flags because you wanted marriage more than character.
I'm going to talk about being divorced. Was married for 25 years and got divorced. And if I have any advice for anyone who is in that boat, if there's any chance of reconciliation, don't do it. If both parties are willing to work it out, don't do it. Being single and being single, because of course we're divorced, we're single, is so difficult. It's not just the end of 25 years. It's like the ripping away of a lifetime. I mean, 25 years, that's a long time. And, you know, there's vacations and there's holidays and there's birthdays and there are experiences. And here's the thing. You go through the whole, I can't be married to you anymore, to the divorce process, which is the separation of the house and the kids and all the things. And you go through all of that. And then you get into this dating space. Okay. And the last thing the new person wants to hear is about your divorce.
Talk about who you are now, not who you used to be with. Men move forward. Women stuck in memories stay lonely.
So after I came back from Florida, we were definitely getting divorced. So I started putting together a list of our assets, and he agreed to split things 50-50, be amicable, and just get this done. Florida has a 20-day waiting period, and we did have to wait a month anyway, because this was August and our youngest child turned 18 in September. So it was just simpler to not have a minor child involved in it. So my plan, I basically picked an attorney at random, which was a mistake. And my plan was to have, use this month to have them draw up the papers so that basically 20 days after we filed that we would be divorced. And when I put together the asset list, which again, all fell on me, which is fine. I'm the financial person. I'm a CPA, but just like all those years when I could never I never managed our bills good enough. I obviously couldn't put together an asset list either. Of course, he never attempted any of this stuff. I would say, well, if you feel like you can do it better, feel free. And that never happened. Same thing with the asset list. So I put it together.
If you handled everything, then own the outcome too. Accountability is missing, and that's why these divorces never really heal.
Seriously, it's like so horrible. It's so horrible. It's so horrible. And I know I can do my life and I can do hard things, and I know I'm so strong, too strong. It's so horrible. It's so horrible. And I just, hi babe. Hi Caleb. I just want my husband back. I want my husband back. I want you back. And
Let's cut the nonsense. He didn't stop trying. He stopped begging. Men are not rehab centers for unresolved trauma or endless emotional tests. He showed up, carried the load, and when the goalposts kept moving, he chose dignity over destruction. That's not weakness, that's self-respect.
I don't care what anyone says, but you do not know your husband until you're divorcing him as a stay-at-home mom. Until you've seen him look at you and go, you're gonna have to get a job now, you're gonna have to pay for it. Or what makes you think you're gonna get custody of the kids since you haven't worked in 10 years? You won't know who they are until they cut off all your resources. You don't know who they are until you see them shut off the electric bill because they're mad that they lost control over you. So if you're a stay-at-home mom who is in the process of divorcing your husband, just know that you're gonna see a side of him that you never wanted to see. And just know that once you get through the hard part, there is so much love and light on the other side. But it's a trip.
Come on, seriously?
No. Let's stop rewriting history. A man enforcing reality isn't showing his true colors. He's responding to divorce, not playing house anymore. Divorce ends access, not just marriage. Accountability isn't abuse, and consequences aren't control. You don't get victim points because the safety net you relied on is gone.
So y'all want to know the scariest thing, and it's happening to me now, is being a female, married. I'm 37. I have 2 kids. They're 5 and 7. And I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past 10 plus years. I have no income. I have no money. I use my husband's credit card and I use my husband's money. And 2 weeks ago, he told me that he wants to move forward with divorce.
Men hate chicken brain women. You're only good at extravagancy. Damn.
Today, I use an American Express credit card for everything. It's got my name on it, but obviously he pays the bill. He told me he's gonna cut it off, and I gotta move all the automatic payments and stop using it. And he said, you need to start using your own card now. What card? I don't have a card. That is my card. terrifying. I mean, I feel like a little girl who needs their mommy because I don't know how to take care of myself. I don't, like, it's just terrifying. Terrifying.
It's so crazy. It's crazy. Look at you.
That's not terrifying. That's adulthood arriving late. Divorce ends dependence. He didn't make you helpless. You opted into a system where he carried the finances. Cutting access isn't cruelty, it's reality. Marriage is partnership, not permanent allowance.
Y'all, today I asked my husband for a divorce. Then I forgot I asked him. Then I cried. And then I hugged him like he did something wrong. And this ain't no drama series, y'all. This is my brain on perimenopause. 1 minute I'm overwhelmed, the next I'm empty. The next I don't even know my place in life. I'm sad, I'm sweet, I'm spicy. Basically, I'm a walking mood ring with Wi-Fi issues. But it's real, y'all. I need y'all to chime in the comments. Don't make me feel like I'm by myself. Brain fog, memory loss, and that deep sleep, that quiet feeling. You don't even recognize your own thoughts anymore. I could overdose on these right now. I needed me back. Not a new me, not my old self. This is my daily check-in, y'all. Baby, happy brains think better, they have sex better. Thinking clearly is a flex.
Southside's no place to flex.
Hormones explain emotions. They don't erase accountability. You ask for divorce, then blame confusion when reality hit. That man isn't the villain for standing firm while you spiral. Stability isn't cruelty, it's boundaries.
It has been 4 years since my divorce. Is it sad getting divorced? Yeah, that's sad. Like, breakups happen though, you know, it happens. The hardest part is still missing time with my kid. Like, it doesn't get easier, you just get more used to it, but some days it kind of just hits you across the face, and I just miss her. And I'm here in her room, just being like, oh my god, am I a shit mom? Am I a shit mom? Like, no. Crashing out. Kat, why are you crying and getting your camera out? 2 reasons, Karen. I make content off of social media, and I have a community also that deals with this stuff too. So it helps other people feel less alone and more understood. It's probably not even a Karen, it's probably a 50-year-old man. Just lock it up. If you too are a divorcee, missing your kid, you're not alone. And you're not a shitty mom. And all the choices you made were for the right reasons and for the well-being of your child. Don't second guess anything because it feels hard right now. It's hard because you love them. And you know what? Even though that's kind of crappy, all that stuff that happened, at least you got your beautiful baby out of it. I should probably get out of her room because it's kind of just making me sadder for no reason. But in case no one has told you today, you're a great mom. You're an amazing mom.
No way. No way.
Let's be real, missing your kid is natural, but that doesn't make him the villain. He didn't steal time, he's enforcing reality and boundaries after a divorce you chose. Men aren't punishment machines, they're protecting themselves from chaos while you figure out life outside his paycheck and his control.
I left my husband 5 months ago and I regret it. No, you're not supposed to say that. I know I'm supposed to be in my living my best life, hoe era, whatever, but like, no. These last 5 months have broken my spirit. They have been the hardest of my life. These last 5 months have required so much work, so much discipline to get back to myself. But it's supposed to suck. I talked to my friend last night about this on the phone and he really put it in perspective for me. Said the year you get a divorce was going to suck regardless. I question my decisions constantly. No matter what choice I made, I would have been miserable regardless. Life is not supposed to be happy and perfect all the time. Most growth comes from the times when we are having to do the work, having to sit in our misery, having to sit in the quiet. And that is exactly what I'm doing.
You created a danjon that you're also afraid to be in. Just bear it.
31 and I feel like I'm 18 again trying to navigate the world, because you know what I regret more than leaving my husband? It having to get to that point anyway. I regret marrying the wrong person in the first place and not listening to my intuition. From my mistakes, so that you can learn from me being a dumbass, because I feel dumb all the time. Of course, it's normal to have regret. I regret so many things in my life, but I can't let it ruin my life either. Never learn from things going right. We learn from them going wrong, and I'm holding on into that. But that I had to get to that point. I didn't want it to, but it happened and we move on.
For real? Seriously?
Afraid so. I'm sorry to hear that.
Let's cut through the excuses. You don't get to paint him as a problem when you chose to leave. He didn't break you. Your choices did. Regret is yours, not his. Men aren't villains for walking their path and expecting respect. He didn't fail. Boundaries don't fail anyone.
I just dropped my kids off for my ex-husband. He's literally the biggest asshole. Like, the fact that he still has friends, or the people that we were friends with are still in his life, blows my mind, because I'm like, how could you guys be friends with someone who's literally such an asshole? And my kids are crying. I like cannot wait until they get to an age where they can like decide who they want to be around or not be around. I don't know what his deal is right now. He's just been like literally the biggest a-hole to me. He owes me a bunch of money from like half of like activities and school stuff, and so I don't know if that's what his deal is. I'm always like, bro, your alimony ends in a couple months, like get over it. Like, I don't know what your problem is, but I just definitely not what I saw on my bingo card. My divorce bingo card was not being able to co-parent with my ex-husband who cheated on me. I always tell people, I'm like, the easiest way to explain the way he treats me is you would think that he caught me in bed with his best friend. That's the easiest way. Because he treats me the way I should be treating him. That's what's wild. Okay, I feel better. Thank you. I gotta get that out. I needed to get some tears out. I woke up today so motivated. I was like, I'm gonna drop them off. I'm gonna do all these stuff, all these things, create all this content, do all this, and then on the drive over. Also, July was like the worst month of my life. This last July was, which is wild because every single July I've had something happen from a selfish person that just completely flips my life upside down. I just like can't talk about it yet.
Let's stop the revisionist history. Friends don't abandon a man just because his ex is angry. Co-parenting isn't obedience, and alimony isn't emotional ransom. If everyone around him stayed, maybe he's not the monster. Maybe he's done engaging with chaos, blame, and entitlement.